My lords, members of the House of Commons, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Zemo Partnership, I would like to welcome you all to afternoon tea at the House of Lords. I hope you enjoy your afternoon, but allow me to introduce you to the first speaker and your host for the afternoon, Baroness Randerson. Thank you.
One of the things that amazes me is that the organisation is nearly 20 years old, and if only we had had more power, more influence over those 20 years, I think we'd have made more progress. But never give up, and it is much more important than it has ever been in the past.
One of the key things and the reasons we're celebrating here today is over 75 new member companies in the last 2 years, since we last were able to get together.
The partnership now focused on zero emission rather than low carbon, just as DFT is, and continuing to play such a key role as we all decarbonise transport. Zemo helps bring you all together, help represent your views to whoever it is that needs to hear them. Sometimes they're able to tell me and ministers things that are difficult for you too.
And it is very important for us to start asking the question, what kind of innovation we need afterward as we look at 2035, 2050. So we do need innovation. And the plan is to involve the Zemo Partnership. So I'm very grateful for you to accept this invitation.
It's not just about getting new copper in the ground or other bits of kit. It's about having a smart, flexible and digitised grid. And it's really good to be here today because Zemo is absolutely a key partner in that work. And that's in particular, and again as Andy alluded to briefly, in its work in convening the EV Energy Task Force on behalf of government.
Air quality is one of the most pressing issues that transport has been a fundamental cause of poor air quality.
Air quality is one of the biggest challenges to human health. It's one of the biggest environmental challenges to human health. At the moment, the annual effect is 29 to 43,000 deaths a year, so that's about equivalent to Villa Park Football Stadium.
It's really, really important that we as the UK maintain our leadership, our global leadership of this agenda. And any diminution of that leadership should be seen as such, and we must call for continuing leadership at COP.
Zemo Partnership is a critical part of the way we work.
Zemo is a very credible, reliable source of information and an outstanding organisation that we believe can help us.
And places like Zemo Partnership does what it says. It brings people together so we can try and find these solutions for my members, but as well as for industry and government.
But to decarbonise a fleet doesn't just require electric vehicles, it requires procurement mechanisms, it requires infrastructure, it requires policy. And so the fantastic thing about the Zemo Partnership is that it allows us to bring together all of the actors within that to really push that forward and make it so that it is not just UPS decarbonising, but the entire industry decarbonising.
And being members of Zemo is really great because they are very much technology agnostic in their approach.
So what's great about working with Zemo is there's a wealth of knowledge amongst everybody that helps you cut through all those challenges and understands how that legislation's coming through and what we can do next.
What's really great from the Zemo Partnership perspective is they realise collaboration is key, bringing energy, transport and digital sectors together to find solutions to decarbonise transport.